to be creating a brand new listing from my own personal eBay store, and I do want to mention that my eBay back office may look a little bit different than yours. Yours is a brand new account. Mine is a season account, and I actually have a paid subscription for the Selling Manager Pro, which is a feature when you pay for the subscription for a store. So when you're brand new, again, it's going to look something like this. First thing you want to do is hover over the My eBay tab. You're going to go ahead and click on Selling. From here, you're going to scroll down to your left and click on Sell an Item. Okay. Now from here on the top right hand side, you're going to see a little link that says Switch to Advanced Tool. Want to make sure you do that right away. Okay. And with a brand new account, eBay is going to flash a bunch of messages and a bunch of things at you all the time because they realize that you are brand new and they want to make sure you really understand how to do this. So don't be afraid of those little messages that pop up from time to time. Okay. It will go away after you create a couple listings and show that you know what you're doing. It's going to ask if you want to switch to the advanced tool. What this means is right now you're on what's called a simplified version of the listing tool. Go ahead and switch to the advanced version. It doesn't mean that it's more difficult. It just gives you more options and features. So go ahead and make the switch right away so that way you have those options and features, okay? So now you're going to have a page that looks like this, and I'm going to go back to my personal account. Okay, so create a listing, single listing. All right, so first thing is you want to make sure you have an item and a source that you're going to be listing the item from, first of all, okay? So you can go back to your exercise that you did earlier with the list of items, or if you've already done some research on eBay and know what item you're going to be listing and you've already found your sources, either my recommendation, HomeDepot.com, Lowe's.com, Amazon.com would be a good backup. Okay, so I'm going to go through this slowly for you to understand from start to finish how it looks. First this is the item that I am choosing to put in my store. It's a Lincoln Electric WeldPack FD feed welder, okay? I don't have any welders in my store. I like it because it has a nice margin. So this is the item that I am choosing to put in my store. So it's going to ask you first is what are you trying to list? So you're simply going to put an electric welder or whatever the main part of the item you are selling. So go ahead and click on that. So if you're selling a mixer or you're selling a fishing rod, whatever it is, just type that in and you're going to go ahead and click on get started. eBay is going to spit back some category results for you. Okay. Now this is really important. You want to make sure you select the closest category that your item belongs in. A lot of times you might be selling one of those oddball items that you can't find a category for, and you're going to be inclined to click on the other category. Never ever put your item in the other category. It just doesn't give you a lot of exposure when you're in the other category. Okay, so I have a couple options here. I can put it in manufacturing and metalworking welding welders. I can even put it in welding and soldering tools. I think that the manufacturing and metalworking welding welders is the best one. Go ahead and click on continue when you go down there. Now eBay is going to ask, are one of these welders yours that you're trying to sell? Because other people in the past have sold welders. They want to see if it matches with any of the other listings. I usually just skip this step. I just go down to the bottom and click on continue. Okay, so these are pretty much pre-made templates that eBay has for you. So go to the bottom, click on continue with your listing. All right, and there you have it. So first is you want to make sure the category is right. Product details recommended. It may seem like there's a lot to read, but really there's not a lot to it. It's pretty simple, okay? The first is the title. This is the most important thing. We had a whole entire lecture about this, okay? How do we put the correct title? Very easy. We use the tool Title Builder to optimize the title. I'm going to go ahead and put an electric welder and get some ideas on the best words that people are searching for to find electric welders. I'm going to go ahead and type that in here. And from this list, I'm going to choose the highest search words to put in my title to make sure that it's fully optimized so I get the best results for my listing. So top of this list is electric, Lincoln, arc, wire. Obviously, I'm selling a electric welder. I'm going to make sure that's in my title. Actually, I'll just copy this whole thing here and see if there's anything I can add to it because I have a lot of room. So Lincoln electric welder, okay? Okay, so from these results, arc, wire, mig, already ran a search for these words in this description, and those words don't come up. I don't understand what those words mean. So remember, you want to make sure you only include words in your title that are relevant to your listing. If those words are not in the description, then they probably are not relevant, okay? So this didn't spit out really great results for me. I'm gonna go ahead and change this and put Lincoln Electrical, and be more specific here. Electric welder, and see what I can come up with here. Again, MIG, arc, wire keeps coming up. I notice in this description the word wire feed is in here, so it looks like it's a wire feed welder. So welding supplies, product type, wire feed welder. I'll go ahead and add in the word wire to my listing to make it more optimized because it's not there. Okay, let's go back to title builder. Let's see here, pro power generator. Okay, let's go ahead and try the title again and type in feed welder. Maybe I'll get different results. Wire feed MIG gas, Lincoln again. Flux welding machine. Here you go. There's some better words I can use. I want to make sure that before I put those words in, is it relevant to what I'm trying to do? Flux. Okay, it looks like flux is in the description. Flux core wire electrode. I'm going to go ahead and include that word in my title. I also notice while I'm reading the description of this item, welds mild steel. Okay, so I think having the word steel would be really great. Maybe contractor. I'll add in the word flux over here. Okay, got 9 characters remaining. Let's see what else here. I'm going to go ahead and read here. Plugs into household, cold contract, gun trigger, compact design, portable, and the word welding will be really good in my title. So someone that types in welding would be able to find it. So I'll put the word welding contractor, try to make some sense of the title itself. So with that, this is a fully optimized title. Out of 80 characters, I only have 1 character left. So I can't add in any other words. This is a good title versus this original title right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and proceed. Subtitle, I leave that blank. It costs $1.50 extra. I don't need that. It's not really important to what I do. Condition will always be new. Make sure you click that. You want to sell new items. Again, all these little pop-ups are going to pop up when you're selling on a brand new account. Adding photos is next. So like I mentioned in the image optimization lecture, you want to grab the image. So I'll go ahead and click here. This particular image does not have a larger image, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and pick this one out and make it a large image with my snipping tool. I'll go ahead and copy it like this. Okay. All right, now they got that image. I'm going to go ahead and save it as Lincoln Electric Welder with the dashes. Save that image on my desktop or an assigned folder that you have for your eBay store. Save that. I want at least a second image. One thing I can do real quick is either A, I can zoom in and have a close-up image, or I can simply try to locate this item on Google and see if there's any other images on Google. I'm actually going to print screen this. Open up Paint. Paste the image in here. And I'm actually going to crop this. And that is my second image. Open up a new one, and that will be my second image. Okay, now I'm going to save this as a different file name. Let's go ahead and save this as soldering tool wire feed. Okay, so now I have 2 optimized images here. Now I'm going to go back to my listing over here, and I'm going to go ahead and add photos right here. Okay, it's going to ask you to select your photos. You click on that. Go ahead and go to your location of your files that you saved. You can click on both of them at the same time or one at a time. It does not matter. It's going to upload. Now, as long as the image size is correct, you should have no issues here. If your image size is, again, below 400 by 400 pixels, eBay will not allow you to upload the image. Go ahead and select the best image for the listing that you want to have buyers see first. So I'll have this image as the first one. The one all the way on the left will be the main photo. I'll click finish. Okay. Now it's going to ask you for the item specifics. This is pretty important as well, and it does help with your ranking and your score. Having a more complete listing is the key here. So leaving this blank, not so to say hurt your score, but it will improve your score. Now, a lot of times you might not understand a lot of the functions and features here, okay? If you don't, do your best by just doing a little homework and reading the description of the item and filling it out accordingly. So the brand is obviously Lincoln. I'm going to put in Lincoln. The model is this model number here, the K2188-1. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there as well. For the MPN, I put the model number as well, actually. Multi-process. I don't know if it is a multi-process or not. If I wanted to, I can just do a quick search. Multi, and it doesn't pull anything up. So I am not going to put yes or no because I don't know, okay? What I would do is I would search for these words in the description. If it shows up as a function or feature, then I would add it and check mark that it is. But since this is for demonstration, I'm just going to leave this as blank and proceed. Country of manufacturer, you can leave that blank as well. So here, the details. This is where you're going to be copying the product description from your source. It's really simple. Just go ahead and copy the information from your source, okay? Make sure though that you remove anything that is not relevant to your eBay store. So you notice I copied all this here, the product overview, but also the internet number, store SKU. That's not relevant to my eBay store. So after I paste it, I will go ahead and remove this information here, just like that, all right? Make sure there's nothing else in here. Sometimes they'll have like warranty information, or this product may vary by store or something like that. Make sure you remove that again because it's not relevant, okay? I'm gonna have a nice little overview like that. I'm gonna go ahead and post up the specifications. I'll put the warranty information, okay? And I'll post it up right here. Now, to Home Depot, it's returnable within 90 days, but on eBay, there's a 14-day money-back guarantee, so you don't want to put that it's returnable within 90 days on eBay. Go ahead and change any returnable information to 14 days. That's what I normally do for all my listings, okay? 14-day money-back guarantee. Now, this is pretty much set. What I would do here is I would make it just more legible. So what I would do is I would maybe increase my font size a little bit, okay? And I would also make sure I change the color all black because the color on the font is gray. Very simple on how to do that. You can either just highlight it all like this or press Control A to do that, okay? I would change the font a little bit, make it look a little different than when your source. And that's pretty much it for the description. So as you can see, it's pretty simple, okay? You don't have to write anything elaborate.